Hello, 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 and welcome to the pop-up shop, the Novita Spa edition, bringing the Novita Spa Medical Rejuvenation Clinic to you. And today I'm with my treasured esthetician massage therapist, Melissa Vasquez. Hello, Melissa.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Megan. Thank you
Hello.
for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure, my pleasure. And I know that everyone truly appreciates us bringing the Novita Spa to them. And I started the pop-up shop basically for that reason, the reason to introduce everyone, our viewers, to you guys. And I've been wanting to do this forever, and now we have some time to do this, and it's just really been great, and the response has been wonderful. And so every time that one of you ladies has joined me, we cover a different subject. And I try to tailor make that subject on some level to your anointing and your expertises. But before I go into that, Melissa and our guests, I'd like to share a little bit about Melissa. Melissa is an extraordinary woman. She has 3 children, and she is a gifted massage therapist and esthetician. She has been in the massage arena for many years, and I'll ask her questions about this, but she is a single mom, and she navigates the waters with 3 children, a teen, and her little girl is how old now, Melissa?
She is 7 now.
7 now. Yeah. Wow. And then her little boy is
he's 8.
8.
Yeah.
8. No, he's not the middle. He's 8. And then your oldest son, his name is? Your older boy.
Giovanni. And he will be, so they'll be 14, 9, and 7 is what I will have.
Okay.
So
her plate is full. We did a Zoom call with the staff a week ago, and Melissa was in her closet. And I said, that's a very appropriate place to be, because you need, how many times we hear moms say, the only time I can get some peace when I'm in the bathroom, but then other moms will say that doesn't work either. So, you have to find your little place. And so it was great to have you in that moment, in that peace place. So we're all experiencing that, though. And that's another blessing of this pop-up shop and visiting with you guys in your own respective homes, because we're able to see real life. And that's what this is all about this time. It's an extraordinary time. It's an unprecedented time. It's a challenging time on so many levels, but it's also a gift. And I read this quote day before yesterday, and it says, faith is not canceled, hope is not closed, and love always is present. And I realize that in what we do, Melissa, love is always present. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
At our, not home, obviously it's always present with your children, and maybe sometimes you're challenged with that, but it's the essence, right, of what is there, and your patience, and with persistence and patience. But would you agree that so I'm going to ask you a little bit about yourself. When did you become or get licensed as a massage therapist?
I believe I became a licensed massage therapist in 2006, a little after I had my first son. So I would say, it's been definitely a while. I get stuck on 10 years, and then you start doing the math and you realize it's been longer than that.
Exactly.
So I've had the pleasure of doing what I love for that long.
Absolutely. And this was in Texas, is that correct?
Yes. So I got my license in Texas. I went to Austin School of Massage Therapy in Austin at night. I had a full-time job. That's when I didn't have kids, but yeah.
And so because I asked that because you are originally from Colorado. So I wasn't sure if then you transferred the license, but you got your license here. And so what was the defining moment to help you say, or maybe it wasn't an aha moment, but what was that defining moment that said, I want to go to massage school?
I originally started looking into physical therapy and wanted to get more hands-on working with the body. And so I chose to go do massage just to kind of give me some more just knowledge, hands-on knowledge, before making that final jump into going forward into doing that. And then I really fell in love with it, and I fell in love with the ability to, there were so many avenues to help people. And there wasn't really anything stopping, and I wasn't looking into 4 to 6 years of college and, you know, all the other things. And then had my son. So that definitely changed, you know, just the way I was going to go about doing that, and being able to be mom to him, still do what I love. And to be honest with you, I don't regret that at all. I really, truly don't. I've learned a lot through the process. And like I said before, I do love what I do. Whether it be massage or aesthetics, it really is it's vital.
It's
So I
vital.
definitely,
It's vital.
yeah,
Why are we locked out? I mean, it's a vital component to health and wellness, and it is.
absolutely.
But before we go into that, I just want to stay with you a bit. So you became a massage therapist in six-ish, and 2006, and you were independent for quite a while, and that means she didn't. Correct? Am I sharing this correctly? That or did you initially work at a spa or a massage location?
I worked some for myself, friends that I knew. Yeah, so it wasn't any you know, chain, any spa or
Right.
anything like that.
Gotcha.
But I did get my hands on a lot of people, and then had the opportunity to apply with you,
Mhm.
and that was just it was a beautiful time.
It was, and it is,
Yes,
and it is, and
but
so
it still is, and
it
it still is.
absolutely.
It's
So
great.
what Melissa's basically sharing is that Melissa joined me about 6 years ago, and she was working at the Novita Spa and Medical Rejuvenation Clinic for 4 years, and then left when she had some personal needs to have more time and flexibility. Because when there excuse me, when there is that wasn't a sneeze, that was a cough, so I should have done that, but I'm by myself, so you know. But she had to take care of business. She had to take care of life. And so she stepped away. And then this past fall we started chatting again about she joining us again. But at the latter stage or year of when she was with us at the Novita Spa Medical Rejuvenation Clinic, she came to me and said, I'd like to get my aesthetic license. And she had already started doing other things that were appropriate for she to do, such as cool sculpting. And that gave Melissa the opportunity to see other things other than just that hands-on one-on-one with the person in the room for 60 minutes. And so it was a time, and I felt it was an absolute perfect time. And she did. But it was a challenging time for you, Melissa, meaning to add, the 3 children, as well as a full-time schedule here and massage and aesthetic school. But
I think, yeah, I think
remarkable
most
women.
moms, we just ask, when we look back, we're like, how did we do it? But you just do it.
You just
You really do
just
do it.
mhm.
Um, my kids, for myself, and for you, the client. Like it was
Yeah,
just being able to give the best of who we are to you. And so it's
absolutely.
really,
To you
yeah,
is she speaking about. And so, but that was
yeah.
a difficult time. And that's why I say these women, my team, the team, are extraordinary. All individual women are extraordinary, and they're doing extraordinary things all the time, not just during this very unprecedented time, which adds other challenges, but all the time. And so Melissa finished her aesthetic program, but then, as I said, made the decision to step away for a bit to take care of family and life. And she did. And then we revisited back in the fall, and she joined us the first of the year. And then, hello, this dynamic happened. But that's okay. That's okay, because we are here and we're here for you, and we will continue to be here for you when this lockdown or, quarantine is lifted. I looked today. I continue to look every day. I don't see a change from May 1st. I don't for Williamson County. I could be wrong, but, because, Travis County has now extended it to May 8th, but I still have not seen it. So I'm right now going on May 1st, which is next, not next, I wish it was, but it is on the Friday in 2 weeks. So with that said, I want to speak about, Melissa, things that we do here that create the hybrid, as I call it. Because, a hybrid, what's a hybrid? If you look at the definition in Webster's dictionary, it's a thing with dissimilar parts, meaning a car, yes, a car historically has been fed by gasoline, but now there's a hybrid, which means it looks like, it sounds like it is a car, but it now is battery operated. So that's definite, the kind of the definition of a hybrid. It looks like, it feels like, but it is operating from a different dynamic. And as the Novita Spa and Medical Rejuvenation Clinic has evolved over the last 15 years, we have added things to the curriculum or the program, I should say, that really lends itself to that health and wellness dynamic. Everything is really for health and wellness, because I saw it today, by the way, a petition. You can go to my Facebook, and I got it from Lisa Copeland, but the petition was started, I think, in South Carolina, but you put your zip code in, but it's about saying if we could get hair salons, hello, this cap will go away, that one person at a time, meaning go in and have your hair done at one person at a time, it would make people feel good. And if you feel good, you are good. And so there's so much contingent on that. Would you agree with that? About how
absolutely, absolutely,
as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that just goes to speak with everything as a person in whole. And I see that a lot in massage, and we see that a lot in aesthetics. It's not a vain or shallow thing at all. It's just something that makes you feel good. You feel good about yourself. You're able to, shine a little bit more brightness onto the world, and just to feel good is it's a great thing. So.
Mm-hmm. I was, you had a previous appointment, but we did our Zoom call with the girls yesterday, the staff, when I referred to the girls. And Bridget, who is another clinical medical esthetician who was on Tuesday at the pop-up shop, she shared, and I shared it yesterday on Totally You Today, but you didn't hear her, so I'll share it for you. But it's on the line of what we're speaking about, is that, so this is now me kind of drawing everyone out and in, and we're talking about how you feel and what's going on in your lives. And she was saying how she had gone to the grocery store and it really just depressed her because everyone with masks and no one talking and just the whole energy of it. And as she came home and she was like, moaning the blues because she had to, sanitize the packaging and this and that. And then she turned on a podcast and she said immediately, and some music, and immediately her mood changed. And she said, it's a choice. It's a choice. That nothing changed. The grocery store experience still was. She still had to clean off the packaging and all that, which she did, but she immediately then recognized that her emotion, her mood changed with that choice of getting outside herself and feeling better. And she now learned a tool that she will carry into other things, so I'm sure you do that every day with your children. I mean, some days you want to just tie them up and, put them on the closet.
Well, it's
closet.
Teaching. Yeah, it's just teaching. I mean, I'm very blessed indeed to have the children that I have in their age group, in the ranges. It's something different with each one of them. And, it is a choice. It's teaching them that we have to choose. It begins with our thought process and what we choose to want to believe either we are, or the way the situation is, or how the outcome is going to be. And we want to choose to be happy. No one can make you happy. Yes, we can do all these great things for ourselves to feel happy, but we have the power within ourselves to make that choice to be happy. And And I think that's one thing, being able to teach them that has really helped me as well in this process. Is, yes, I'm home. There are a lot of unknowns. There are a lot of questions. It really brings the truth of what I believe. You know, I walk by faith, not by sight. And it's how much do I believe in that? And it all begins with waking up every day and making a choice to say, you know what, I'm going to take this, and it's going to be the best that I can give it for the day. And we may not get every assignment done, but we're actually going to make sure that what I do is going to have 100% of me in it. If you're my client, you know how much I care about you. And you also know how much I care about my children. And so this time has been really a blessing, because I'm able to spend that quality time raising my kids that I don't really get to. Let's face it, they're in school 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So kind of going back to basic, you know, setting those ground rules, reminding them who's boss and who's in charge. But also, I learned a lot by what we feed into the world, what we feed into people that we care about, really affects how they feel. And so I've not placed any, you know, fear, my own personal fear, to them through this process. So they don't know much about, other than, hey, we're spending a lot of quality time together. You know, we're taking care of ourselves. You know, we're doing things to make ourselves feel good. If that means sleeping in a little bit, that means washing our hair, or if that means taking that walk that we don't normally get to. So you're definite, like Bridget said, you know, there's different way. It's a choice, how you want to look at it, how you want to deal with it. So,
you know, fear is an emotion, and faith, I love the scripture, you know, faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God, but also faith is things hoped for, with that, not the evidence of what's seen yet. And so it's that things hoped for, and with not the substance yet. And so it's a tangible thing. And so we call that in. We call that in of what, you know, that we're looking for accomplishing. So I shared yesterday on the Total You Today, and also with the ladies, is that, you know, you can be in a funk right now, and the doors will open. And if you don't change your mindset, the doors will open and you'll still be in that funk. So it's a choice each day, you know? And so when these doors open, I have no idea, like you said, the unknown. But what I will say to you is that, back to the hybrid, we have an amazing gift here, and it's called an infrared sauna. And in studying everything, not about just coronaviruses and COVID-19 specifically, but viruses, is that heat is really an antidote to viruses. And that infrared sauna will go beyond what they say will kill the virus. And I sit in that often, almost every day, at about 130 degrees. And it really is a gift. And so people I know after this, and it's not think, I know, because we're being educated. You know, we're talking about blood and antidotes and things of that nature. I mean, we're being educated on things we would never have thought about. And this is here, and it is available to you. And it raises your endorphin levels. It helps with sleep. It helps with mood elevation, but circulation, autoimmune conditions, but it is raising that autoimmune, which is a very vital thing as well. So, you know, back to what you were saying, is that everything I've chosen to bring in here, I say everything because I really, and then I get rid of some things because in learning it, it's not the best dynamic for the individual, but it is curated for the best result from a skincare, body care, body, you know, need, like massage. And so we also have a steam room, European style steam room. It's beautiful. Type of, meaning there are a lot of steam rooms out there, but this is lovely, and people love going into it. And it is no charge with any facial or massage. So share a little bit about how these two modalities, the infrared sauna and steam, have helped your work.
Okay, absolutely. So just think for a second, whether it's going to get our nails done, whether it's going to get a facial, our hair, everything we do it. It's an appointment. We go in, we get it done, we get out, right? One thing I really love about the spa, the infrared, and the steam room is it gives you that downtime, that moment to go in and reconnect with yourself. And you're not even realizing when you're going in there all the benefits that you're getting, whether it's hydrating the skin, getting it, some steam. You're not thinking about exactly how you are activating your lymphatic system, helping to detox that body of all the things that we've put in. You have to realize your body in a whole, with skin being one of the largest organs of the body, is also one of the largest elimination organs. So it's being attacked from the outside, from the inside. It's being attacked spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. So the steam room and the infrared sauna giving all the ability for your body to detox those things, giving the mental clarity. The sauna has color light therapy. I can't even begin to tell you what colored therapy really does, that within itself. So again, we'll go back to walking in, reconnecting with yourself, heating up those muscles. It gives me as your therapist, I'm not really having to push through all those other elements that we're having to go through when you get in there. You get on that table, you're relaxed, you're mentally prepared to let go of the stress of the day, of the week, and just be able to be one with yourself. And so a lot of other clients, if you don't know, when you'll get on that table, you'll think, wow, this was a different session. This was a different facial. This was a different massage. Why so? When you're going into that sauna, it's heating that core temperature up. It's also staying hot and warmer a lot longer. It's making those muscles a lot more pliable, kind of melt in my hands. You're able to just relax in that way. So yeah, definitely those two are really great to add to it, and I highly suggest it if people have not and they're like, I'm a little claustrophobic. Hey, I'll give you the tips and the little pearls from when I went in feeling a little claustrophobic. Hey, sit a little closer to the door. You always have the ability. Shelly does a great job at taking care of you. She always had the ability to say, hey, you know what, Shelly, I don't like the sauna this warm, but I'd really like to try it. Go ahead and do it. These little things that you do for yourself, and you get used to them, are going to be more beneficial. You want to be able to utilize all the tools that you have at the spa. We're not just talking massage, we're talking skincare, and we're talking full body skincare, or, facials, regenerative work. We're talking laser. Like the spa is something that Novita Spa is something that we don't really have in Georgetown. We are different, and it's wonderful to be different. But if you can come in and get all the things that you need done, and feel like family, feel like it's another place like home. That's Can
So,
say anything else
you
or
mentioned
more.
a few names, or a name, Shelley, and other tidbits around that. But Shelley is our lead spa attendant, and I call her Mother Superior because she keeps the girls in line, but yet she knows everyone's wine of choice, coffee, tea of choice. But like Melissa said, if in fact the individual says, oh, I'm not so sure about going into steam, because you see the steam as she opens the door and it comes out, she goes, well, just go for a few minutes. And she has a aromatherapy chilled towel ready. If you're wanting water, she brings that into you, on and on. So all of these things that we just take for granted, so to speak. The consumer, as you just said, the guest says, wow,
Mhm.
this is a different experience. You shared that. And it is, I say clinical medical excellence with a special pampering attitude. And the other word that you basically touched on is customize. We customize everything for you. So it really is taking that individual, whether it's a body treatment, a massage, a facial, taking it on to medical treatment, facial treatments, or body sculpting, and or behind me, regenerative stem cell therapy. It is really customized to your needs. And so the esthetician slash massage therapist slash staff, because we have wonderful spa coordinators as well, who are the greeters, so to speak, answering that phone. I say the definition of spa is a special pampering attitude from the moment you call and they answer the phone to the moment you leave. And that is what we convey here at the Novita Spa. But I want to share something, Melissa, that we both are touching on here, is our membership program. And so the membership program, and I'm not going to go too deeply into it, but basically it's a monthly program and you receive one sauna session at no charge. It's right here. And this is a picture of our sauna right here. You can see that. And it's a 3-seater. So you also mentioned claustrophobia. I would say the steam room has a greater dynamic of that because the steam engulfs you, where the sauna is all windows and you know are looking out to the large room that it's in. But the membership, gives you one sauna session a month at no charge, and there's other perks as well, but unlimited steam is one of those. So if you're a member of the Luxury Spa membership program, and many people take advantage of this, they'll be downtown here on the square, maybe go to one of the wineries and then come in, or vice versa beforehand, and say, I'm here to have a steam. And you don't have to have an appointment, you just come in and enjoy that steam in a la carte independently. So those are things that are part of that. And we've touched on a lot of things that are physical, but also emotional. And hope is, as you guys all know, is one of my foundational foundations. And Melissa, you said earlier about happiness, and I shared on Monday at Motivation Monday a favorite quote of mine from Zig Ziglar, that happiness is not a when or where, but a here and now. So not when COVID-19 opens the door, I mean, we can open the door, but you've said so many things today on the pop-up shop about how you're approaching this, how you're, looking at it as a blessing with your children versus oh my gosh, and that this time is precious and it's time that you'll never get back. And it is, so it's not when I get an ability, but it's that here and now. Go ahead.
Absolutely. No, one thing I realized is, we think about, if I could just be home and I would do more. The reality is, no, unless you make the choice, unless you choose to take care of you, is the only time that that's actually going to happen. And a choice then will have to lead to action. And so my, I guess one of the final things I'd like to say is just
please
take the action of the choice. That is something that I have learned, and I am going to take away with me, is I am enough. I'm enough to do not just to say what I want to do, but to actually follow through and give myself that. The only way I'm going to be able to do the best for you guys is if I can take care of me. And so I hope that when this is done, I can just go forward and do what I would like to choose on all the other times. So I just ask that you guys take that moment and, go run with it. Do what you need to do for yourself.
It's different. I said this yesterday, from a decision to an accomplishment is action. So I couldn't have said it better, Melissa. It's a wonderful way to end this today. So we are here for you. We are here for you every day. I'll be back tomorrow with a guest. We're going to start FaceTime Fridays. I don't know if that's what I'm actually going to call it, because this is not, it's going to be a split screen, just like I'm on with Melissa. But it's Stefania LeBaron, who is an amazing gal. She is introducing a directory for alternative medicine and alternative modalities. And so she's going to be my first guest on this FaceTime Friday, speaking about alternative. She and I have joined together in many, many projects, but she interviewed me on one of her programs for our regenerative. And Dr. Green actually will be with me next week. I think I mentioned that earlier. But tomorrow, and share this, Melissa, because she is a delight, and I will ask her questions like I asked you today, but she has a story separate from this, meaning her why of why she has started this is really about her son, who's now 22, but was in could have been a fatal car accident when he was 19. And he was a paraplegic, but he has had stem cell regenerative therapy, and he has full body motion in his upper body.
Awesome.
And working on the lower body, but it has truly changed his life. And with that, she has, worked with other therapies and sees the true advantage to them. And she started this before COVID-19. So I know that or this pandemic, let's just call it that. And I know that we collectively, I'm talking about you and I and the other ladies, Melissa, and people like Stephania, are going to do mighty, wonderful things as the days and the months evolve. And so put on it'll be 4:00 again. We're very consistent in this 4:00. So you know that the Novita, whatever we do, is on at 4:00. And remember, Novita means new birth, new life, always something new. That's my promise. Thank you so much, Melissa, for joining me today. You're a treasure, you're a blessing, and I'll see you tomorrow on our Zoom call.
Likewise, and thank you so much. We'll see you guys. All right.
Be blessed. Thank you.
Bye-bye.